Confederates. They were importing products that could not be brought from the North into the South because the North embargoed and blockaded anything and everything they could, so the Confederates could not get their hands on it. Well, one was newsprint, because the Confederates needed to be printing, all the cities needed to be printing their papers to make sure that they would let the citizens know that everything was fine, everything was okay, and don't get excited, don't panic. Well, one important factor that was blockaded was newsprint. So the Confederates got the French government and the French companies to import wallpapers to them in order to print their newsprint on the back of the wallpapers. And I have an example of that, but I must have left it in my archives. I'm sorry about that. And in fact, what I have an example that was printed during the week that the Northern Army invaded Vicksburg. It was the Vicksburg Daily Citizen, what the name of the magazine, the print. I just have one paper. I got it from a book dealer not long ago. It was a great find. And again, that was a very good example of how the wallpaper industry helped out in the Civil War. Here's another wonderful example of that same designer I told you about before, Baskin. This is an embroidery. It looks like an old embroidery, but this too is a wallpaper technique. It's a block print along with another technique is an embossed technique utilizing the gold leaf color you can see there, along with the very, very elaborate drawing and block printing to initiate the embroidery technique, which is really beautiful. The Germans now are becoming very, very prominent in the wallpaper industry, and they invented this very unusual paper embossed technique, incorporating very old Germanic designs, naturalistic and also architectural, along with the metallic inks. And these became very, very popular all over the world. We have a good many designs. This is a little more, not neoclassic, but a little more arts and crafts type of design. This technique was developed in Germany, but it spread to England and France, and all the manufacturers were making this technique at the turn of the century. It became very, very popular. And here in America, I've got a couple examples here to show you. In the early 20th century, we celebrated the sesquicentennial of our Declaration of Independence and the Revolutionary War. And that theme really took off here in interior design. And fabrics and wallpapers and any product that was developed had patriotic symbols on it. We have many, many examples of early 20th century wallpapers that have eagles and all kind of crazy things on them. But that was a celebration of our sesquicentennial. And also, everything became a little more patriotic too. And this is a printed example of our historical houses in Washington. The Jefferson Monument, we have the Capitol, the White House. These kind of motifs became very, very popular in interiors at the time. And here's another great example of a Currier and Ives wallpaper. The Currier and Ives prints during the Civil War and before were very, very popular little prints, and they sold quite readily. And they became very, very wealthy guys. They were engravers. And this wallpaper was made, again, in the first part of the 20th century from some of those Currier and Ives prints to simulate a more easy time, a more happier time in America.